guys, it's Deepica, and I am today doing, again, something a little different. I am going to be sharing with you 20 new habits that I am taking on for 2020. I feel like there's just new energy in the air, right? Like they're just like 2020 is 2020 vision, you know? So I'm excited to share with you some things that have honestly developed and changed in my life. I don't know if it's because I've hit 30 or like just like the business stuff or like whatever it is, but all these new things just kind of manifested in my life over the past month. And I hope by sharing this, I inspire you guys to make your list of 20 or even 5 to 10 new habits that you want to take on and commit to a little bit for 2020. So the first new habit is I am making an active effort to schedule more me time. I just feel like the past 2 years I've kind of gotten lost in the flow of work, which is fine. I think it was a necessary thing that had to happen. But I think now I'm a little bit more like, okay, Deeps, like in order for you to kind of sustain everything you want to achieve, you gotta focus on yourself. It means more, you cut out the fluff of people in your life that are not adding value. And when I say value, I mean you just feel drained. If you feel drained by the end of the hangout, they probably shouldn't be in your life. I, Deepica Mutyala, am now a vegetarian. I grew up on chicken curry my whole life. It was just like a normal part of life, honestly. I don't know. It's a little bit of a moral reason, a little bit of a health reason, but I've decided this year to take on being a vegetarian. And you know what? It's actually been really easy. It's kind of crazy. Like, I don't crave meat. I just don't. I don't know if it's having friends in my life that are all vegetarian, if it's having a company that has vegan products, but yeah, it's been really easy, honestly. We're a month into the new year and I got this. The next thing is that I am taking on meditating. I am not a pro. I right now use the Headspace app and I do 5 minutes every morning. And you know what? It's a start. I know there's people out there that do 45 minutes, an hour. I hope to be at that level one day, but for me to wake up and just go into meditation for 5 minutes and just be in that zone is a huge win for me. So I'm very proud of myself. And I hope to get to 10 minutes one day. The next habit is I am journaling. I'm not doing like a 5-minute journal or anything like that, but it's just a notebook where at the end of every single day, I write down 3 things that I feel like I've achieved that day. And sometimes it's business related stuff, sometimes it's personal related stuff, and sometimes it's just whatever's on my mind. I definitely go through anxiety in my life like all the time, and I think it's helped me kind of calm my anxiety because when you write it down and reflect on it, it makes you realize like, whoa, we actually got a lot done today. It's been really cool. It's only been like a week and a half since I've been doing it, but just to look back at the things that I've wrote down as what I saw as wins for that day is really interesting to reflect on, and I'm excited to like reflect on it at the end of the year. So I'm excited. Another habit I'm taking on in 2020, this technically started in 2019, but I'm gonna keep it going in a major way in 2020, is yoga. I found this yoga studio on La Brea in LA called Urban 728. It used to be called Urban Exhale. And my friend Nidhi introduced it to me last year, and I went like here and there. It's hard. It is a hot yoga room, and I've been doing the flow classes. So the whole time you're moving, and for me, yoga, without it being in a hot room or without it like being a little sped up, feels a little still for me and my taste. I've been loving this class. I walk out of it every single time drenched and peace of mind. I try to either go first thing in the morning or the last thing at night. It just is another way of therapy for me. And on that note, I've actually also in 2020 am making an active effort to go to therapy once a week. I again started this in 2019, but it was towards the like latter part of the year. And now I really found somebody I love and I go to her weekly. And it's not like I'm going with like a specific traumatic event in mind. I think it's just life in general. I treat therapy the same way I treat a meeting. I prioritize it. I make it like it's there and it's not an option to not go. The same way I've kind of interjected my next habit, which is running. I think running for me used to be my thing when I lived in New York. I would jog the Hudson River from my apartment in the West Village all the way to the World Trade Center and back, and it was like a 5K, and I was just in the best shape of my life and I felt great. Again, the endorphins from running were just so good. The past 2 years with Tinted, I do feel like I was in like a little bubble of building this company, sometimes a dark bubble, and I just didn't get out of it. I would like drink wine and work until like 1 in the morning, wake up again at 5, couldn't really sleep. I feel like unless you've like gone through the entrepreneurial journey, so anyone out there who's been through it, I'm sure you can feel me. It's a very heavy time in your life. And so I feel like I forgot how to run, and now I'm like starting from square one again. But I downloaded this app called Couch to 10K. And when I was in New York, I used the Couch to 5K app to train for my first 5K. So now I'm doing the Couch to 10K app to get back into running and hopefully eventually do a half marathon this year. Another thing that I've been doing is saging my home. For New Year's Eve last year, I went to a wellness retreat at Miraval in Austin, Texas. And I feel like I became really more in tune with astrology and more my spirituality and just like things in general that I like even hate saying this because I feel like it's trending to be like into this stuff, but I think I've been always saying when people ask me, are you religious or spiritual? I'd always say spiritual, but I don't think I actually felt that until this year. And now I feel like I truly do feel spiritually inclined and with myself, and I got like a Reiki energy cleanse happening. I'm probably saying that wrong. I'm still new to all of this, but I'm just saying that I am just doing little things to like feel better. Like during that Reiki energy cleansing, they saged my house and they gave me crystals, and I have like different crystals in my home. And I used to think people who did that, to be honest, I judged it. And here I am. I'm that person now. So don't judge until you've gone through it, because it actually has helped calm me. And again, going back to my anxiety, it's really helped me kind of just like go through my day-to-day motions. And that brings me to the next habit for 2020, which is celery juice. So I was really ambitious and bought a juicer. And then I realized I'm not gonna juice. Like I thought in my brain, I would wake up on Sundays and it could be like a therapeutic thing that I did on my Sundays. But I recognized that I won't do it. And honestly, then if I don't do it, then I won't actually drink the celery juice. So I took away the barriers for me to do it. And I got this like meal plan. It was called Clean LA. I tried it out, and they deliver celery juice as your breakfast every single day. You guys, it's changed my like body's life. I won't get into the details, but use your imagination. It's really helped. I feel like mind, body, and soul feels just like, I feel just more clean. People have their opinions about celery juice. It's really worked for me. And on that vein, at my new place, there are a ton of plants. The person who owns the place had a ton of plants there, and they put in my contract that I was required to keep the plants alive. And I was like terrified. I was like, oh, there's no hope. Keeping something alive felt like a liability and a responsibility. I can't tell you how much I think about these plants. I now feel a full duty as a plant mom to take care of these plants. My weekends have just really changed in 2020, which brings me to my next hobby, doing a little more Netflix and chilling, but just chilling, to be honest, has really like also helped my anxiety. Like I put my phone away, and even if it's just for a 30-minute episode of something, I've been watching Netflix, and I never got people who did that. Now I recognize that like letting my brain go and watching things like that make me perform better like 9 to 5 during a work day. Netflix has helped me have me time. Another new development is I have become a morning person. And I think this like really started years ago when I started this company, because I didn't have a choice but to be a morning person. But the difference is I was a morning person where I would get up and just start working. And now I have like a morning routine where it's the first thing I do is not check my email. It's just create a routine for myself. And I think that's given me, again, a little more stability, and it's just crazy. And the next habit of mine that I am doing in 2020, because I promised my parents, I am saying yes to going on dates. I haven't dated in 2 years. Since I moved to Los Angeles, I have not gone on a date. My parents, they were like, look, we get it. You've been busy, but you're 30. But you know what? The reason I'm good with doing dating now is I'm not doing it for them. I'm doing it for myself at my own time, and I actually want to date like I do. Sounds fun. I think that goes back to more me time. That feels like something I'm doing for me. Maybe a little bit for them, I'm not gonna lie. That actually brings me to my next habit, which is calling my parents more often. When I was home for the holidays, I was there for like a week. My sister was on call, so she didn't come home. My sister FaceTimed my parents every single day. And by the third day, I literally asked my mom, I was like, Mom, does Monica call you every single day? And she said, yeah, for the most part. She calls me or Dad. I don't remember the last time I called my parents. I text them almost daily. We text daily. They always say like, we feel like you're too busy and all these things. And I just feel like the older I get, the more I just care about the people that matter most. And my parents are at the very top of that list, along with my sister and brother-in-law. A quick FaceTime call, you know? Life is too short to not. The next thing I'm doing, which is a very new development, I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I am going to try and wear less fast fashion this year. I have been a Zara fiend. You guys know that every time you ask me what I'm wearing Zara. Because honestly, especially like with the influencer world, you don't really like wear the same thing twice. And so fast fashion was the only way to do it. I think the more, again, that I've learned about sustainability and the environment, and I just care more. I think I just care more. And I hope everyone cares more when you realize and understand what goes into fast fashion and all the environmental causes and all the other things behind the scenes, like the labor that's happening behind it. I'm still new to learning about it. The more you realize we could do better. So I want to do my part to do better. If you guys actually have any recommendations of brands that are really great about sustainability and trying to like help the environment, let me know in the comments below, because I am trying to discover new ones. The next new habit is I am doing my best to have less screen time. It's not easy, but I've done little things to help make this happen. Like I've set a reminder on my phone to where when I've spent 2 hours on Instagram in a day, I get a notification. Now I know you probably are thinking, girl, 2 hours, what's wrong with you? Put like 30 minutes. Fair, but when your job is heavily involved with Instagram, it's not like I'm ever scrolling just to like stalk friends or people. I'm there to post on my personal Instagram, check Tinted's Instagram, respond to my DMs, respond to my comments, just engage, because it's a part of my job, right? So, but I don't think there's any need for more than 2 hours a day. And I am working towards, to be honest, I haven't started this yet, but my goal for this year is to not sleep with my phone in my room. This was a tip I got from Jen Atkin. She said that she got like an old school alarm clock and doesn't have her phone in her room, and it's just made her life so much better. And so I can fully see how that's possible. So I'm really excited to do the same thing. And the last 4 more like work-related habits that I'm doing, I use a standing desk. We work in a communal workspace here in Los Angeles, and the workspace came with desks that are able to go up and down. So I've been doing standing desk. It really helps my posture if you're like me and have a larger chest situation. Having a standing desk just really helps me, you know, not as much bending, and it helps my back. My next habit is I am doing my best to do a gallon of water a day. This jug I got on Amazon, I believe I got it on Amazon, and it says like the milliliters and 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. So it just feels like an easier goal to finish by 9 p.m. I don't do it every day, but honestly, even getting through like 75% or even 50% in a day, it forces you when it's in front of you to drink more water. And nothing is better, even between celery juice and water, water is the biggest game changer for me. So doing this was super cheap to get on Amazon, and it really makes sure you drink more water in a day. Another habit, blue light glasses. I need to get new ones. These are officially fogged up and gross, but these are from Key, Australia. I'm maybe saying that wrong. Q-U-A-Y, I'm not sure, but I wear these often when I'm staring at my laptop or looking at my phone too much, because it has like the blue light technology that helps it so your eyes are protected. I've been doing my best to wear these blue light glasses anytime I'm looking at screens, whether it's my laptop or my phone. It's just really helped, honestly, my headaches. And also, since I've gotten LASIK, I kind of miss glasses. So it's like 2 birds, 1 stone, you know? I love them. And last but not least, I am getting better about planning ahead. That is a huge, huge habit that I'm proud to end on for this. For 2020, when you plan ahead and you're more organized, you create more of a routine, and especially when there's a team depending on you, it helps everyone. It becomes a chain effect for everything involved in your personal and professional life. I have a new manager, and now I feel like I have, for my Deepica stuff and my Tinted stuff, there's like teams in place. It took 2 years to get here, man, but it feels so good on Sundays. Instead of waiting until Monday and just going and trying to catch up to where your next email, your next meeting, your next filming, just taking a beat on my Sunday evening to just get organized for the week, and having my first meeting on Monday morning be with Lex, my assistant, and sit down and say like, what does the week look like? has really helped. Those are 20 new habits that I've picked up in 2020. I'd love to hear down below any habits that you guys are committing to for 2020. Remember, don't get discouraged. If you skip something one day, it doesn't mean it has to be forever. You can just pick it up the next day. Don't be so hard on yourself is what I'm saying. I truly feel like 2020 is gonna be such a positive year for all of us. And I hope this video helps kind of kickstart you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Let me know if you like this new style of videos for me. I know it's different, but I'm evolving and I want you guys to evolve with me. And I will see you next time. Bye guys.